The British and Canadian form of government was inspired by Aristotle and other philosophers. They recommended a mixed system in a three-way balance. First, a historical form representing tradition and stability. Second, an appointed council representing values and experience. Finally, an elected body responsive to the sentiments of the general public. Each part of a mixed government has pros and cons. A balanced constitution gives the benefits of the three while avoiding the worst of each. In Canada, this is our monarchy, our Senate, and our House of Commons. Canada's constitutional monarchy is like other successful countries. The monarchy stands guard over the whole system, connecting with the past. The Senate is meant to comprise people respected for their values, accomplishments, and devotion to the public good. In Canada, Senate appointments are made by democratically elected people. While good people have been appointed, there has been too much partisanship. Merit-based appointments without the help of elected politicians could take the partisanship out and honor the ideal of the philosophers. Democracy has been a great blessing, but Plato and Aristotle identified weaknesses. Plato warned that democracy would prefer popularity and rhetoric over knowledge, image over substance. He believed democracy would make decisions based on naive, subjective opinions or emotions and hearsay, and thought money would have too much influence on policy. Aristotle cautioned that democracy would lead to government by emotion. Politicians would mislead to get votes, and the majority would tyrannize the minority. When the U.S. imposed democracy on Iraq, the Shiites used their majority to gain government and persecute the Sunni minority. The result was ISIS. In Syria, minority groups support the Syrian government, as do many secular and urban Sunnis. They worry the majority fundamentalists and rural Sunnis, sympathetic to Al-Qaeda and ISIS, would persecute them in a democracy. Could Aristotle's mixed government be an answer? Adolf Hitler used legal democratic processes to gain power. In 1918, Germany abolished its monarchy. The National Socialist German Workers' Party received 2.6% of the vote, then 18%, then 37%, 33%, and 44%. Only after Hitler abolished the German Senate could he take complete control. There was no counterbalance to preserve the system. The U.S. embraced democracy with their revolution. The three main ethnic groups were Europeans, North Americans, and Africans. The Europeans used democratic processes to enslave the Africans and ethnically cleanse native people from their lands. The Canadian form of government has created a society that is the envy of the world. If Canadian senators were appointed only for their values and commitment to the public good, and not their partisan credentials, could we get closer to achieving the ideals of the philosophers?